last video. It was testing a phone number for GTA5. The guy said that it would delete the water. It did not. I'm actually making this one right after. That's why you saw this Sanchez right there, if you saw the last video, obviously. And actually, before I get into the cheat codes, there is something I want to show you. Pull out my RPG. If you guys come to the middle of this lake or little water area at the beach and shoot a rocket at your feet, it'll launch it off one way. So it ricochets off the water, which do not try that in real life if you somehow get a rocket launcher. So yeah, let's get into the cheat codes. So the first cheat code is going to be give weapons. Triangle R2 left on D-pad, L1 X right on D-pad, triangle down on D-pad, square L1 L1 L1. There we go. It gave me all ammo for the weapons, and it gave me all weapons if I didn't already have them. See in the bottom left, it says give weapons. So next cheat code is going to be max health and armor. It's actually not, it's going to be very easy to tell that I've activated it. So it is circle L1 triangle R2 X square circle right on D-pad, square L1 L1 L1. Max health and armor, as you can see, G-activated max health and armor, bottom left. Also, if you look at my health and shield, before I did the cheat and after I did the cheat, I was low. I had a little bit of health gone. So yeah, next cheat's going to be invincibility. So it's right on D-pad X, right on D-pad, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, R1, right on D-pad, left on D-pad, X, triangle. There we go. Now I'm invincible, as you can see. Next cheat is lower wanted level. Now actually, I'm gonna do the rise wanted level first. R1 circle R2 left on D-pad, right on D-pad, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, left on D-pad, right on D-pad. There we go. Now you do the same exact thing for lower wanted level, but instead of left on D-pad, right on D-pad, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, it goes right on D-pad, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, left on D-pad, like this. See? It's literally just the D-pad is opposite. There you go. Special ability recharge. I actually do have to use my special ability first for this. So that you guys can actually see. Just use all my special ability real quick. Alright guys, now that my special ability is done, let's let's do this cheat. So it's XX square R1 L1 X right on D-pad, left on D-pad, X. There we go. Now look at my special ability, bottom left. Also it says cheat activated, special ability recharged. Now the next one is called Bang Bang. It's explosive bullets, basically. So right on D-pad square. Let me redo that. All right, guys. Right on D-pad square X, left on D-pad R1 R2, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, right on D-pad, L1 L1 L1. There you go. Now, as you can see, my bullets are explosive. Now, next one, I do actually have to deactivate Bang Bang for this, so Dang it, I messed up. There you go, I deactivated that helicopter. You guys saw the helicopter shadow, right? Am I crazy? Alright, well, next one is flaming bullets. It goes, alright, here's how it goes. L1, R1, square, R1, left on D-pad, R2, R1, left on D-pad, square, right on D-pad, L1, L1, and flaming bullets. Now let me just shoot someone to show you. See, now he's on fire. Let me just get rid of my wanted level real quick. There we go. Now we are on explosive melee attacks. So your punches and kicks are explosive, obviously. So it goes right on D-pad, left on D-pad, X, triangle, R1, circle, 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 L2. Boom, explosive melee attacks. Let me hit a tree real quick. Has to be something that will move so that it explodes, obviously. Alright, so let me just kick a chair or that there. As you can see, explosive melee attacks. You know, kick this. Kick my bike. There we go. I'm gonna deactivate this now. There we go. Now, next one, super jump. Now, if you hold X, here, let me just get rid of my wanted level real quick. There we go. Now we're on to super jump. So it goes L2, L2, square, circle, circle, L2, square, square, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, X. Now as you can see, G activated super jump. Now you see that, right? Now first, if you just press square, there you go. If you hold it, if you hold and then let go, you go higher. Like hold it for like 1 second and then let go, and it'll make you go higher. So one, see, makes you go higher. Next one is give parachute. So I don't have a parachute, as you can see, and I don't know how to edit, guys. So plus you'd see if there was a cut. As you can see, I do not have a parachute. L2, L2, square, circle, circle, L2, square, square, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, X. As you can see, oh wait, what? I did the wrong one, sorry guys. So that was actually super jump. Here's give parachute. Left on D-pad, right on D-pad, L1, L2, R1, R2, R2, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, L1. There you see, she activated parachute given in the bottom left. Now, I've a parachute. You can only do this once, but yeah. There's a parachute. Now, Skyfall. This one just makes you teleport. Hold on. You spawn midair for a skydiving free fall. So it's L1, L2, R1, R2. Right. Here, I'm just gonna move away from everybody so that it's easier for you guys to hear me. Okay, let me come right over here. So it's L1, L2, R1, R2, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, L1, L2, R1, R2, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, left on D-pad, right on D-pad. Now I'm gonna spawn mid-air, facing the water. Now I'm gonna land back on the beach. Now you cannot use a parachute even if you use the give parachute cheat, so I died. Yeah. So yeah, you cannot use you know, that stuff. I'm actually gonna change the name of this at the end for PS4 so that people don't try to go to this and it's Xbox, and they're on Xbox or PC. Next one, drunk mode. Now this one just the description of it is do not attempt to operate heavy machinery. Now, here are the buttons you press. Triangle, right on D-pad, right on D-pad, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, square, circle, left on D-pad. Drunk mode, that just makes you like super drunk forever. Let me deactivate this. There we go. Next one is fast run, makes you run fast, obviously. It increases to your maximum sprint speed, or increases your maximum sprint speed. So it's triangle, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, right on D-pad, L2, L1, square. Now, as you can see, it's activated in the bottom left. Fast run. Yeah, there you go. There's that. Let me deactivate this. I did it wrong. There we go. Why did that not work? I messed up again. Hold on. So it's... Bro, what the heck?
Hey, how you doing?
Why will this not triangle, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, right on D-pad, L1, L2, square? Guys? It's... Okay, well, it's not letting me deactivate it for some reason. I mean, just not press anything.
Hey, babe.
Because it's L2, L1, that's why. There! I was doing it wrong, sorry guys. Next one, I do have to go to the beach for this, so let me activate. I'm gonna activate Skyfall to get to the beach. Alright. There we go. Now let me activate Skyfall real quick so that I can get to the beach. Dang it, I messed up. Oh god. There we go, let's head to the beach, guys. Head to the beach. There's old Blimpy friend. No, he disappeared. We are out of. He's out of render distance. All right, let's. There we go.
Oh man.
All right, so we just. All right, next one. Fast swim. It is left on D-pad, L1, right on D-pad, R2, left on D-pad, L2, right on D-pad. There we go. She activated fast swim. Now if I go into the water, I swim faster than normal. I'm not sure if you guys notice a difference, because I don't really notice a difference. Next one is going to be slow motion aiming, which if you do this cheat code 3 times, if you do it it increases the effect. If you do it 4 times, then you do here. Let me just let them kill me real quick. Actually, no. Let me just do lower wanted level. There we go. Alright, the next thing is slow motion aiming. Now, this one just makes your aiming, like whenever you aim, it makes it go slow motion. So this one if you do it one time, then 2 times, then 3 times, it will increase the effect. If you do it 4 times, then it disables it. So it's square L2, R1, triangle, left on D-pad, square L2, right on D-pad, X. Now, as you can see, it's like not slow motion at all, but it is a little bit slow motion. So square L2, R1, triangle, left on D-pad, square L2, right on D-pad, X. Now, as you can see, look how slow I zoom in and how slow I roll. Like, you see, like, it's definitely, you know, slow mode. And if I were to pull out a pistol, see? Oh, welcome to my live, whoever this is. And so, if you do it a 3rd time, this is the slow motion aiming. It's square L2, R1, triangle, left on D-pad, square L2, right on D-pad, X. As you can see, it's way slower. Now I'm gonna disable it by doing it one more time. Square L2, R1, triangle, left on D-pad, square L2, right on D-pad, X. I did that wrong apparently. Square L2, R1, triangle, left on D-pad, square L2, right on D-pad, X. There we go. Deactivated, as you can see, not slow anymore. Next one is change weather. Now this does make it random, so if you just want it to be sunny, then you're gonna have to do this a few times. If you get lucky and it's sunny immediately, that'd be cool. So it's R2, X, L1, L1, L2, L2, L2 square. Extra sunny weather now. R2, X, L1, L1, L2, L2, L2 square. Clear weather. Now, if I go R2, X, L1, L1, L2, L2, L2 square. Now it's cloudy. Now I'm going to do this a few times to get back to extra sunny. No. Dang it, I failed. Dang it. What the heck? God, okay. Clearing weather. Okay. Snowy weather. Extra sunny weather. Okay. There we go. Now, next one is slidey cars. So I will actually have to get a car. So let me just spawn a car real quick. I'm gonna get into spawning the cars later. So as you can see, I'm able to drive perfectly fine. Oh wait, let me just get in here. See how I'm able to drive pretty good. Like, you know, like it's not sliding around as much, you know, like unless I drift, you know. This next one is, I've never seen this car. Oh, it came with the beach bum update, I'm pretty sure. So anyways, as you can see, I'm not like sliding around. Now if I activate slidey cars, triangle, R1, R1, left on D-pad, R1, L1, R2, L1. She activated slidey cars. Now, look.
Let's go.
See how slidey this thing is? Like, I'm not even able to drive. See that? So I'm gonna deactivate this actually. There we go. Let me want to level down real quick. Yeah. So also, the next one that we're doing is slow motion. Wait, no way. I still have somebody in here. Yeah, I was gonna say. I will shoot you. Anyway, next one is slow motion. You can enter it 3 times, 4 times disable, like normal. Cops just hit a civilian, but okay. So it's triangle, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, right on D-pad, square, R2, R1. Okay, now, slow motion 1. Like you see, it is slow motion a bit. You can do this if you want, like, you can drive in slow motion for like clips if you want. You know, just drive in slow motion if you want for like clips, you know. I'm gonna do it 3 more times or 2 more times. There we go. Look how slow this is. Like driving though. Like also you cannot do this in online. That's why I'm doing this in story mode. I would be doing it in online if I could. No way they're gonna come out with a Mark II of this car. Oh yeah, also like, oh, if you aim, it deactivates slow motion, like if you aim a gun. So that's also something to be careful of. So you cannot shoot in slow motion unless you activate slow motion aim. Alright, next one is moon gravity. Okay. So it's left on D-pad, L1, R1, L1, right on D-pad, left on D-pad, L1, left on D-pad. Moon gravity. Now if I hop inside of this car, see how it's like moving super slow? That's because we have moon gravity. Here, let me hit a jump just to show you what I mean. See how slow that thing jumps? You see that? Now, like, your character's like normal speed, but if you do this, like, you see how far I flew and how I'm still like floating around. Now you can actually do this with the BMX, which is actually the next cheat. Spawning a BMX bike. Bicycle, obviously. Left on D-pad, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, right on D-pad, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, square, circle, triangle, R1, R2. There we go. BMX. You can use moon gravity with a bicycle. Look at this. I forgot how to jump. Oh yeah, you can also do that with it. Isn't it R2 or something? Like, oh yeah, R1. Oh yeah, you do have to, if you want to use it on a D-pad, or want to use it in moon gravity, you do have to use the spawn bike first if you want moon gravity to work on the bike. So like there, now it'll work on the bike. And also if you go into the water, moon gravity will deactivate. Like look, see, it's now on the bike. Also you're able to like here, like you're able to actually like pop a wheelie, like if you just do that. like if you land in a wheelie, like if you land on your back wheel and continue going, you can just like
What the fuck?
pull back.
Yeah, like,
Like as you can see, I started a jump there. No, like you can just, like if you just go like this, like look. Like look. If you're just driving normally, right? And then you lean forward and then lean back, it'll like jump, then like you can either do this, and then you can, you know, do this. But my favorite way to do it is just lean forward and then lean back, and then it'll do a jump. Then you can lean forward, lean back. Now I actually don't know if the lean forward, lean back. Like, so yeah. The next one is going to be Spawn Buzzard, which I actually used in my last video, along with the Spawn Sanchez, which we will get into. So next one, let me just deactivate moon gravity real quick. So there we go, moon gravity deactivated. Oh, that was me. I thought that my mic was down for that whole thing for a second, or up, I mean. Okay, now I can teach you how to spawn a buzzard now, which I used in my last one. So it's circle, circle, L1, circle, 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 L1, L2, R1, triangle, square, triangle. I didn't mean square in the triangle, square, triangle. I meant triangle, or triangle, circle, triangle. Now this spawns a buzzard, which you can, actually I don't know if moon gravity affects it, so I think it does though, so yeah. Yeah, just, wait, that's a Ruiner 2000, I swear to God. Alright, hop out of this thing. I completely forgot about that. Alright, next one is Spawn Caddy. As soon as I respawn, I will do this. It is Spawn Caddy. It's, if you don't know what a caddy is, it's a golf cart. So let me respawn and let me hop out here and spawn the caddy. It is circle, L1, left on D-pad, R1, L2, X, R1, L1, circle, X. Now let me just teach you the buzzard one again, because like the first one, spawn buzzard, which I said triangle, square, triangle, that's not what it is. It's actually circle, circle, L1, circle, 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 L1, L2, R1, triangle, circle, triangle, there. And that's the so basically the one before that buzzard one that I just did, it's how to spawn this thing, which I don't know why anybody would want this, but yeah, you can have it if you want. Next is going to be the comet, which I actually also used in my last video, or no, I used it earlier this video. Alright, so it's R1, circle, R2, right on D-pad, L1, L2, XX, square, R1. That's the comet. I think you can get other colors, but it always comes with the, oh god, copyright music. It always comes with the spoiler on the back, so, and if you have enough money, which I do not right now, but on Michael I would, you can upgrade it if you want, so, yeah. The next one is gonna be a plane, actually. Let me just, get over to the airport real quick. Let me just get over to the airport real quick. So let me do the, wait for it, Skyfall. There you go. Just fly over to the airport real quick. I'm a bird. No, I have not gotten 100% of the story done. If you want to know, I still have to do the weed stash, the photo opportunity, and then a few for Trevor, and then maybe a few for Michael. Let me check real quick. Oh, never mind. So. Oh no. Uh-oh. The beach is fine too. Beach is fine too. The beach is fine too.
Oh crap, that hurt.
Alright, now let's spawn a duster plane, okay? So the duster plane is how you spawn it. Is right on D-pad, left on D-pad, R1, 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 left on D-pad, triangle, triangle, X, circle, L1, L1. There you go. Just crash this thing real quick. The next one is going to be a limo. I am actually going to head to the airport for this because there is another plane. I think there is also a helicopter. Maybe another. There might be 2 more planes. I know there is another plane. There might be 2 more planes though. I know for a fact there is 1 plane. There is another plane though. There might be 2 others though. It's not the next one, but guys, tell me how this plane still works. There we go. There we go. Alright. Let's just... Alright. Next one is a limo. Stretch limousine, R2, right on D-pad, L2, left on D-pad, left on D-pad, R1, L1, circle, right on D-pad. There you go, you've got yourself a limousine. A stretch limousine. Ah! So yeah, Peace AG, it's a motorbike. It's a sports motorbike, actually. Here's how you spawn it. It's R1. That was a fail. R1, right on D-pad, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, R2, left on D-pad, right on D-pad, square, right on D-pad, L2, L1, L1. Boom. This is a sports motorbike, apparently. Let me just, yeah. So let's hop off that thing. Next one is a Rapid GT. So the way you spawn is R2, L1, circle, right on D-pad, L1, R1, right on D-pad, left on D-pad, circle, R2, boom. Rapid GT. Music that is copyright. Right here, I'm gonna make a turn, jump out, you know. If I die, I'm so sorry, guys. Next one is Sanchez, which I actually spawned in my last video. So it is circle, X, L1, circle, circle, L1, circle, R1, R2, L2, L1, L1. Alright, there we go, Sanchez. Ah! Copyright music. I actually started glitching online for this, with Sanchez. It's actually a glitch to help with 2 of the random event challenge things that come up. So yeah, also next thing that comes up is a stunt plane. See, this is why this is why I did this. So here's how you do it. It's circle right on D-pad, L1, L2, left on D-pad, R1, L1, L1, left on D-pad, X, triangle. And there you go, stunt plane. Alright, next one, I don't know why anybody will want this, but if you came here for this one, it's the garbage truck, trash master. Circle, R1, left on D-pad, R1, L1, circle, left or right on D-pad. So I don't know why anybody would want this. If you do the seaplane random event, then you will be able to do this. It's actually these last ones are phone number ones. So the spawn dodo is 1999. Okay, so it's 1999 3 9 8 4 6 2 8. Go ahead, take a picture, screenshot, whatever you have to do for this. Call. Now I don't have this. I haven't done this one, so I won't be able to spawn it. It'll just say something about I can't do it or something. Yeah. And then the next one, you have to do the dual random event. It's the Duco Death. This one, these last three are gonna be phone numbers. So this is the second one. So it's 1999 33 28 4227 4227. I won't be able to spawn this one either because I have not done this dual random event. I can't spawn any of these. So the next one is actually for doing a challenge. It's Spawn Kraken, but the challenge is the Wild Photography Challenge, which I don't think I've done either. So the number is 1999 282 2537. I don't think I'll be able to spawn. I don't think I've done this one, so I won't be able to spawn this one either. Like I said, I won't be able to spawn that one either. So I will see you guys in the next video. First, I'm gonna check how long this has been. Jesus Christ, 30 minutes. Holy. I'll see you guys in the next video, I guess.